Hi FlossTube Stitchers. Today I'm going to start off with a vintage chart from the year 2000 that recently became a new model on loan. So the chart is Yule by Bent Creek, and this is Marlene Oleniak's version of it, which she just received recently from the custom framer. And so I posted this on social media the other day, and Dee on Facebook said, "Oh, I stitched that, but the L and E are much bigger." Well, I had commented that the ladies behind Bent Creek have this unique ability to do these word samplers where the word is spelled out and the letters remain in perfect alphabetical order. And I realized on this one that maybe the word Yule was a little harder to read, but it had been a while since I had looked at the original chart. So sure enough, I looked at the chart, and Marlene must not have liked the elongated L and E, and I don't know, maybe she didn't realize it actually spelled something, so I didn't know to ask her when she picked it up, or when she paid for it and left it here for me. So she moved the star, and then she made the E and the L shorter, but it's still lovely. And she stitched it on what looks like to me 32 count lamb's wool, the old 32, which was still a nice homespun look, not the solid pinky beige that it is now. Or it could have been flax, but looking at the texture of the linen, I think it's actually lamb's wool. So now I'll show you the chart. Let's see, can I do both at the same time so you can see the change? So there you can see they also stitched the letters Y-U-L-E in a darker color. So Dee, you were right. So that'll be a model for a while until she's ready to take that home and enjoy it for the holiday. And then that leads me right into the automatic that came. And it could have been an Expo order, but since I'm on their auto anyway, it just seemed like an auto to me. And they had a new kit on the 18 count linen. So this is called Santa's Hat of Holly Gifts and Gifts, some ho-ho-ho and peppermints. That's a long name. We'll just call it Santa's Hat. So that's really cute. I love the frame. It has a little bit of red underneath that's been rubbed off. And then they have a new series. Let's see, where am I going to put this? They have a new series called Best Day, and I took one of the charts out of the plastic so that you could see it better. So this would end up being the middle chart if you wanted to do it the way they suggested and put all 4 seasons surrounding that. Or you could do each piece individually, or you could just do the designs rather than the wording, however you wanted to do it. So that's what it's going to look like. And Best Day came along with Summer and Autumn. And they're each $8.50, and they include whatever charms or buttons were called for. And that idea came from a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and I just thought it was perfect for this time in our lives. So I'd like to read it to you. "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. He is rich who owns the day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fret and anxiety. Finish every day and be done with it. You've done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be cumbered with your old nonsense. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays." So that's what came with the auto, and then it was on the back of a thank you for being part of Expo. Okay, that's that. Now we'll move on to other Expo stuff. So I have a lot of fall and Halloween charts from Autumn Lane. And a couple of them might be a little bit older, but it's the first time that I've had them. So we have Autumn Town, Bewitched, and I believe now there's some place where, oh, on the back of the chart it says the suggested fabric, but I believe now they might have that information on their website or in their Etsy shop. This is the Collectors, Halloween Night, Hocus Pocus, The Lunar Witch, Matilda the Pumpkin Witch, Potions and Spells, Something Wicked This Way Comes, and then these two are interchangeable designs. I guess they had a little survey contest, whatever, on social media, and they came up with a Thanksgiving and a fall version that are the same size with the same size sections. And you could buy one chart or both charts and combine them. So I thought that was an interesting idea. They had too many ideas and they all fit in the same space. So why not give stitchers a choice? Alrighty, then Luminous Fiber Arts. She had some new ones. This is Boo Hoo, Cat O'Lantern. This is part of the Friendship series, Stashing Squirrels. This is part of the Gathering series, Acorns. And Jingle Jolly Joy, I believe, was a sale that she started on social media, but now it's available on one chart. And she sent 2 of her 2020 patterns swirling around, and I decided to use them as giveaways for this week, tied in beautifully. So just say something about squirrels in your comment, and there will be 2 winners. Then Tiny Modernist. So here's another one in the Mouse series. This is the Schoolhouse. And did I not price this? Guess I missed pricing that one. Sorry. $7.50 maybe? Then part 3 in the When Witches Go Riding series. This is 6. A new series, The Stockings Were Hung. And that's also 6. The Nutcracker Tree. That is, once again, can't read my handwriting. Is it 12? 12. I think it's 12. And then All the Witches is also 12. Okay. Then I got some other new charts from the distributors. Whoops, my charts are sliding on the floor. All right, so this is number 9 in the Time for All Seasons series by I always say that wrong, Cottage Garden Stitchery. Why do I always get their name wrong? No, Cottage Garden Samplings. And Summer at the Shore still has not arrived. That was number 8, but we do have number 9. Then A Pocket for Potions by Lottie Da. That's 12. Madame Chantilly. And her prices are sometimes different. Probably, I've talked about this before, based on the euro exchange rate. So this one's $14.25. Funny Autumn. And for $15.50, Halloween Cinderella. And 12 is Pumpkin Carver. That's a cute finish too. All right, we haven't seen one from New York Dreamer in a while, but I really like her things. I'm glad to see that she's still designing. No Talkie Before Coffee. And there's 2 different versions, and I looked in the pattern and she doesn't say what that background is, so I need to reach out to her and find out what that is, because that is just perfect for any coffee design, but especially the ones that she did. And then Scattered Seed Samplers has Seeds of Kindness for 12. That's interesting fabric. Oh, it's just Vintage Country Mocha, 36 count. I thought maybe it was one of the hand-dyed companies, but it's VCM. All right, Waxing Moon Designs has Christmas Street, and that's 10. And Prairie Schooler has Santa's Revisited 8 with those 3 previous Santas from the years 1997, 1998, 2013. So if you are missing any of those and not able to find them in stores, that's when when they run out of the original cardstock, that's when they put them together in a bigger chart. So that's that. Then I have Fiber on a Whim fabric, and let's see. I guess I will just move it up here. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to unfold it, but I guess this is good enough. So the first one is 16 Count Brick DMC 3064. Although it doesn't look like it matches there, the light is making the fabric itself look more yellow, and it's not. It really is like this DMC color. Brick is one of the 4 colors that they came out specifically for, that they released specifically for market as a fall bundle. And they also had ready to ship fabrics. And I've said this before, you can't be in everybody's room first thing. So I had already placed a fabric order, and then I was trying to do this one, and as I was choosing them, they were disappearing from the list. So I did the best I could, but I decided to order the fall bundle in 16, and hopefully that would satisfy a lot of Ada Stitchers. All right, so Brick was the first one. The next one is Brown Sugar, and this was very hard to match up DMC to because it's kind of a pinky beige. So, and I can't read these numbers. You can read them, right? 6 and 642. So it has a little bit more of a pink tone to it than what's showing here, but you can see that it has some green. Anyway, it's very interesting. I think it would be good for fall. Next is Heather, and I really could not find, well, maybe 3042, but I didn't have it. Looking at the DMC color card, that looked like it might be a good purpley match, but then I tried to find something for the gray, and 04 did the job. This is also very pretty, and I think it would be great for Halloween. Everything's great for Halloween right now. Everything I look at, I'm like, Halloween, that would look good on this. All right, the 4th color in the fall bundle is Pistachio. Let's see, and this is 502 and 3813 in DMC. All right, so that was the fall bundle. Those colors are available in any count you want, linen, whatever. I just happened to decide to limit myself to 1 bundle because they had to be full yards, so I chose 16. Then I got some 36 and 40 from their ready to ship section. The first one is 36 Eggshell, and I matched it up to 3013. Oh, that's really different. To me, it doesn't look like eggshell to me. We've talked about this before, how some of these neutrals are just coming in looking more green than you expect. So pay no attention to the name. It's still a pretty fabric, and we'll find things to do with it. Then Espresso. This gave me headaches. I even looked at over-dyed threads, trying to find something that would match it. It has kind of a peachy tone running through it, and then there's like an olivey green, but honestly, it didn't match anything. So, we'll just, if you want something crazy, order Espresso. Then I have Heather again in 36 count because I thought it was really pretty, and I didn't have as many high counts in the colors. Honestly, they don't sell that well for me with my local customers. So I'm a little leery of ordering the higher counts. I tend to stick to like samplery colors. But anyway, I thought this was pretty, and cross our fingers that people want it in 36. Then this is Slate, and I thought it looked good with DMC 414 and 415. Let me show a bigger piece of it. So obviously this is the darker version, but there is a, you know, lighter, few other lighter shades of gray going through there. So I thought that was pretty. Again, this is Slate. Then in 40 count, could not find a DMC or a hand-dyed fiber to save my life. So we're just gonna go with their neutrals with a tinge of a pale, pale, pale green. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This is part of their coffee series. Cream and sugar. You know, maybe I should put it with, do I have something white? All right, let's hold this up against pure white to give you a better idea, since I couldn't match it to a thread. So this is cream and sugar. And this one is milk and honey. It's a little bit darker than the previous one. And now I'll show them to you together. Okay. I'm trying to, yikes, it's hard with the lighter colors. All right. Those are full yards of everything there. Yeah, because the fall bundle had to be in full yards. And a lot of other shop owners wanted the quarters and halves. So by the time I got to shopping, I had to take full yards because they wouldn't cut them at that point. And so I hope I was strategic in my choices. Okay. All right, let's see a bit of news from last week. The giveaway was the Fairy Wool in the Wood Witch Tina fabric. And that goes to Rita Ryan. She said she just finished Halloween Cat by Satsuma Street, because the question was, what was the last or next or current Halloween project? And she said she loved seeing all the Italian designers because she's Italian. And along that note, Scott Benson, after his other comments about Halloween, said, I'm curious why the Italian designers are doing what seem to be American-oriented designs. And I thought that was a really great observation. I don't think I've ever asked them why they do them. I think I've just commented before that we appreciate them. And they know they have a lot of US of A customers, shops, and stitchers. And so they're going to market to an audience that's going to appreciate and buy them. So that's just being smart businesswomen, right? I also think that Europeans have a great appreciation for history. And a lot of the events like 4th of July celebrations and Thanksgiving are centered on like a great moment in history. And I think it's great that so many Italian designers are doing designs specifically geared toward their American customers. Manny Dodonna and Romy's Creations, Rovaris. Now, I didn't make this list up ahead of time, but those are people that have taught here, so I know that they have a lot to offer. So today, September 19th, is actually our 40th wedding anniversary, and because my husband knows I typically put in a 10-hour workday on Sundays, he suggested that we go out to dinner last night. And we combined it with a trip to Apple to deal with our update failures on the home computer and also my storage dilemmas and iMovie issues on my iPad. So it takes us, I don't know, I guess at least 20 minutes, maybe it's closer to half an hour, I don't know, to get there. And then we spent 2 hours in the Apple store. Then we went to a steakhouse. with my niece Caitlin, my youngest niece, who's staying with us right now. So we thought, well, why not invite the house guest? And we had talked about it before, but it wasn't until last night that she realized she was horning in on our anniversary dinner. And I said, no, you were actually invited, so you didn't crash it at all. So I'll put a picture at the end of my husband and I and Caitlin in our selfie. Today, I also attended the 38th annual Needle Art Show sponsored by the Medina Needlework Guild. And 2 years ago, I took photos and interviewed one of the co-chairs and just kind of documented the show for them. And I did the same thing today. So that will be next week's video when I get everything finished and labeled, and I have some things I missed and some questions to ask. And Linda and I haven't done our interview yet. But next weekend, I'm going to be helping my niece move. So that's a perfect time to show that video. So I think, is that it? Is that about it? Did I cover everything? Yes, I did that. Oh no, I didn't show you my whip. I didn't show you my whip. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my current state of the only whip that I'm working on right now, Happy Halloween from Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I think I've put in all of the black. It's Weeks Dye Works Onyx. I think I put all of that in since last week's video, but you may have seen some of the black on the pumpkins on my Whip Wednesday post. So I'm really enjoying this and kind of mulling over some finishing ideas. All right, so thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all of your comments, and I enjoy doing these videos and creating a relationship with Stitchers, even though I'm still nervous as soon as the camera turns on, and I often still have to do editing to take out parts that I don't like. But I'm really enjoying meeting people over the phone or in person if they come through the Cleveland area and actually come into the store. And it's just been really fun. And who knew that I would have all these new stitching friends through FlossTube. So, all right, thank you. See you in 2 weeks. I'm not going to do a giveaway today because it will be 2 weeks before I do the next one, but there are two people that can win a chart, so maybe that'll make up for it. Alrighty, bye-bye.